What is going on, guys? My name is Fernando Herrera, and today we're going to be talking about the crypto.com card and pretty much how they just recently announced some big changes towards their cashback program. All the rewards that you get with your crypto.com card have changed. Well, not all of them, but the most important parts, which is the cashback amounts, definitely has changed, which has a lot of people pretty mad. And honestly, it even lowered the Crow token to 25% over the weekend. So on Friday, it was 39 cents. Today, Monday morning, is 29 cents. That's almost a 26% drop. So you can already tell that the community is not taking it very good. They're not taking the news as good, I would say. But in this video, I'm going to be explaining every single change. So if you were too lazy to read the entire release or the blog that they wrote, then definitely in this video, I'm going to be explaining what happens and what you need to know about this change. Towards the end, I'm also going to be giving my opinion as to where I think Crow, their token, is heading towards, because I've been a very strong advocate that Crow is gonna go to $1, but with all these changes of their staking interest and now with the card, it's kind of hard to justify why you would use this specific company for anything really. But again, I'll give a more detailed explanation towards the end. So be sure to just stick towards the end if you want to listen to it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into my computer. All right, so crypto.com decided to just do a tweet on this blog they had just released that discussed the crypto.com Visa credit cards and update. So when I went ahead and clicked on this, we went into their blog and pretty much it explains everything that we need to know. But again, if you just want a full-on summary, this is what's happening. So there's a reduction in the cashback Crow reward. So if you're not familiar with crypto.com, when you have this card and you spend money on it, they would normally give you cash back up to 5% or 8% if you, depending on your stake or the type of card you had. So the black card or the obsidian card, it would be 8%. The icy white would be 5%, 3%, I believe 1.5% or 2%, and then 1%. So now those are changing to 5%, 3%, 1.5%, and 5%. So if you're someone who has a typical $4,000 stake in their Crow token, you would be getting 3% cash back, which would be pretty good compared to any card you could get out there. And now it's been reduced to 1.5% with an active stake. If you have no stake, obviously it's going to be definitely not worth having this card. The stake, you do need to keep it for the 180-day, which is 6 months lock period. But that was the biggest change. Of course, the whole perk of having these cards is a reward that you're going to be getting. And now it's been reduced to roughly 2 to 3 points, depending on the card you're talking about. Now, the next thing is an introduction to a monthly Crow card rewards cap. So in other words, if you have the Royal Jade Green or the Ruby Steel card, this will apply to you. Anyone who has the Icy card or above, I guess, doesn't have a cap, which kind of is good and bad, but I'll explain that in just a moment. So what this means is that you can only get a maximum amount of rewards of $50 if you have the Jade Green card and $25 if you have the Ruby Steel card. So if we pull out a calculator and we do that $50 divided by that 0.015% cash back, that means that you could spend up to $3,333 in this card and you could get that 1.5% cash back, which again, with regular credit cards, is not that uncommon to see cashback cap rewards, but we had not seen this with crypto.com, which is kind of unfortunate. $25 and $50 a month doesn't seem like a very motivating card to hold, and especially because you're having $4,000, in the Jade Green or Royal Indigo, $400 or $4,000, just to have those perks, and now you're not going to be able to have them. The benefit here is that if you do have the Icy White, apparently there won't be any cap, which I currently do use it heavily for marketing and spending on my business. And you have a limit up to $25,000 you could spend. But again, at 3% now, that still would be $750 you could get max per month, which before was around 1,000, because again, right now I'm getting around 5%, which would be 1,250. So you could see it's quite a big change. The third thing that they're doing or updating or taking away from us really is phasing out card Crow reward stakes. So whenever you have some sort of money staked with crypto.com, and if you have a debit card with them, pretty much they give you like an extra bonus, a cherry on the top, right? Gravy. And normally it's like a 2% Crow reward. So again, if I'm staking $1,000 in USDC and I'm only getting a 5 or 8% return on my stake, then now they will go ahead, before they would do an extra 2% on Crow rewards, now they're taking that away. So again, it's extra rewards that they're just taking away that were there, that, you know, they could change at any time, but now they're taking them away in this case. Other card benefits that they did want to, I guess, emphasize here is that they're not changing is the reimbursement still for Spotify will still remain. Netflix, Amazon, and LaunchKey will all remain. So everything in terms of benefits and reimbursements for expenses will remain. But yeah, that's the update for this new card or these new card rewards. As you guys could see, the market and the community is not liking this. First was the stake in rewards, first was the interest rate in stake with stable coins and all that they reduced it significantly like 2 months ago. Now they're updating their card terms and their benefits. So as you could see, I mean, from 33 cents that was in this morning in May 1st or yesterday morning, Sunday morning, now it's down all the way to 0.28 cents, which I do feel we're heading for a very, very, very rough ride. Like I said, it was kind of sketchy to see that as of April 28th, which was Friday, the token was at 39 cents and suddenly there was a big sell-off during the weekend. I personally didn't know because I didn't have insider information, but probably some people already knew and they started selling. And when the news hit on May 1st, we saw that big drop. And yeah, it's not good. Now, what do I personally believe it's going to happen with Crow.com? Well, I've talked to several of my friends and people that had holdings in Crow, and most of them have actually said that they will be leaving Crypto.com because for them, the interest rates and the rewards you would get with the card was what did it for them. And that was pretty much the reason they would buy Crow and stay with Crow. But in this case, it seems to be that Crypto.com will and is already experiencing a lot of users that are just going to be leaving the platform. Now, here's my take. I kind of think it's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a bad thing because obviously I love getting that high interest stake reward and I do like getting more cash back with my debit card. However, I have always said in my videos too that this model is somewhat unsustainable with all these crazy multi-million-dollar deals that crypto's doing, with these crazy returns that they're giving, to millions probably of users every month and every week. I mean, eventually it could be somewhat of a pyramid scheme where Crypto.com really depends on people coming in order to sustain all these payouts. So the fact that they're going out there and reducing the rewards just means that they are now having that market share they kind of wanted. And now they're gonna kind of let all those guys that are really bleeding out with all these heavy rewards kind of leave the platform, stay with the people that really just want to embrace the Crypto.com project, and then hopefully just take it long term from there. I personally don't know how much the damage will be to the Crypto.com coin, but again, in this case, if it continues to go down, it could be a token that could take maybe years to go back up to the 39 cents that it was once, or it could even take even longer to get to the $1 that we wanted to get it to. So, that alone could unmotivate people to stay the long term and just go with other more short-term high return projects. But anyways, guys, I really don't know. This is really uncertain. This is, changes that really break my heart because these are rewards that we've had for so many years now, for the full pandemic pretty much. And now that they're taking them away, it kind of feels sad, that we're not going to be able to take advantage of those high interest rates and high cashback rewards rate. But it is what it is. But let me know in the description below, do you think that this is a good thing for Crypto.com overall for the long term, for them to remain a sustainable platform? Or do you think this is just a scam, a rug pull that, people just made money and they're taking advantage of some of us or others, So I want to see and know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time. Peace.